In the classroom, a little girl was frantically writing numbers on paper. The teacher tried to stop her, but her fingers kept moving quickly. Frustrated, the teacher forcefully snatched the paper. The girl looked extremely frightened. For the school's 50th anniversary, a special ceremony was planned. Students were asked to draw their visions of the future. The drawings would be placed in a time capsule underground, to be opened 50 years later. The centennial celebration is held as scheduled. The time capsule is opened. The little girl from before, now a white-haired elderly woman, was invited to cut the ribbon. The letters from the capsule were distributed to the students. The old teacher encouraged everyone to see if the children's visions had come true. A boy named Caleb pushed through the crowd and received a letter. When he opened the envelope, his classmates laughed at his bad luck. Everyone else got drawings, but he only had a string of boring numbers. He was very confused. However, this string of boring numbers caught the attention of Caleb's father. With sharp instincts for numbers, John searched online. The result was shocking. The first set of numbers matched the date and death toll of a terrorist attack in the US. To figure out the truth, John copied the remaining numbers onto a whiteboard for analysis. He grouped what seemed like random numbers and was surprised to find that the circled numbers looked like dates. These dates matched major disasters and casualties from the past 50 years. To understand what really happened, John rushed to the school and asked the teacher for her whereabouts, but was told the girl had died years ago. With the help of a colleague, they found the prophet girl's daughter Abby. To stop the coming disaster, John decided to talk to her, but when he mentioned her mother, Abby turned pale. When they returned home, they found Caleb madly writing numbers on paper. John grabbed the sheet, but Caleb kept writing. Alarmed, John tried to stop him. Looking at the numbers on the table, John suddenly realized something. He quickly drove to the school, ripped up the basement floorboards, and scraped off the paint. There were the numbers left by the girl. He entered the coordinates and found a location. It turned out to be the girl's house. When he arrived at the gas station, he saw a military broadcast declaring that the end of the world was near. People were urged to take shelter underground. At that moment, the man in black appeared again and drove off with the two children. Abby didn't hesitate. She stole a car and gave chase, but she didn't get far before she was hit head-on by a truck. When John arrived, Abby was already dead. It seemed the girl's prophecy had come true again. Time was running out. John rushed to the cabin and saw fresh tire marks. He followed them to a spot. He searched carefully and suddenly found the man in black. John urgently asked about the children, but the man remained silent. Just as John was about to draw his gun, his son stepped out. He told John they were aliens, and they came to take the children away from Earth to escape the terrible disaster. The son wanted John to come along, but the aliens refused. Helpless John could only tearfully say goodbye to his son. If it were you, would you choose to leave Earth with the aliens? Leave a comment.